So, really, Tim Pool, are you really that shocked? I don't think you are, and I don't think anybody else in America is. Let's roll that intro. Morning, people. It's Jeff. You're with me as I roll down a very, 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 very wet road around Indianapolis. The torrential downpour. You gotta love it. But anyways, we're not here to talk about the very, very, very wet weather. We're here to talk about a story that was on Fox and Friends and has been, making some rounds, and Tim Pool even reported on it, that truck drivers are basically stating that if you defund your fucking police, we're not going to deliver to you. Yeah. No shit. That's just a fucking given, because not only is it our lives out here that are on the line now with all these rioters who decided that and looters who basically want to rip off trucks. Look at that one poor guy in Los Angeles, I believe it was, who stopped to, hey, not run over the protesters. Got dragged out of his truck. His truck got beaten to crap, and so did he. In fact, I think they said he almost had his skull caved in. Look, people, I'm going to make this real clear to you from the point of view of a truck driver. I want you all to listen very closely. If you defund your police and you're in a state of rioting like Seattle, Portland, Minneapolis, truck drivers are not going to deliver your shit. Because if we don't feel safe to come in and make our deliveries, we're not going to come. So I can tell you right now, even before this madness started, when I first started driving with good old U.S. Express once upon a time in 2014, I was given the choice, even as a company driver, whether or not I wanted to deliver to New York City. And I was like, yeah, no, it's not happening. Mostly because of, A, the traffic, and B, everything, trying to get in and out of there can be a real pain in the ass, and C, some of the backing is just downright dangerous because of some of the areas you have to try and get in with a big truck and a 53-foot trailer. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'll never deliver inside New York City. Now, I've done it to Long Island, and that's just trying to get around New York City, and even that is a gigantoid pain in the ass. But now, I'm no longer an over-the-road driver. I'm regional from pretty much the Indiana area, southern Indiana, all the way up to about Indianapolis and a little bit beyond. But other than that, I really don't. I mean, I might wander as far as Fort Wayne or Lafayette, but that's about as far as I go. But I can tell you all this much right now. This shit keeps up, I will just refuse to deliver to Indianapolis. You're seeing this picture right here I saw on Facebook. This is the kind of shit that's happening in Indianapolis. I've delivered quite frequently in and around in Indianapolis in multiple locations. I will refuse to deliver at this rate if, what happened to that guy in LA is going to happen to my truck. No fucking way. And a lot of other people are going to do the same. And when you all don't get your precious Amazon, grocery deliveries, and all the great stuff that you come to just take for granted, yeah, it won't be there anymore. You thought that toilet paper thing was bad a few months ago? Just wait till, it's extreme food shortages and you're screaming at truck drivers, but why won't you come? You have no cops. Why the fuck am I going to come? No fucking way. Look, people, it's something you all need to understand. Truck drivers are the lifeblood of this country. 90% of the freight that's moved around this country will hit the back of the truck at some point in its journey, whether it's 53-foot trailer like mine, a bullpup trailer, a straight truck, a truck of some kind is going to bring in your goods that you want. It's just the way it works. In cities, if you think you can get by without the distribution centers and truck drivers, you're in for a very rude awakening. Because look, this is the way most cities work, ladies and gentlemen. It's called just-in-time deliveries. As you see, a lot of Walmarts, Targets, and all that, they have a very small stuff to keep a few things on hand. But normally, what happens is, take a Walmart. Let's say they want a certain kind of cereal. They're out. They're not going to have really any in the back. They're just going to scan it. It's going to hit a system. It's going to trigger, hey, we need this. The distribution center is going to get it and be like, okay, on the next truck going to this Walmart location, we need to pack X amount of this. We need to pack X amount of that. And that is how distribution system works these days. It's just-in-time loads. Like when they get down to a certain level, they put in a request to the system kicks out a delivery schedule, and then a truck brings it in. Well, that Walmart starts getting, protested and all that. Truck drivers are going, I'm not going to that location. You can't force me. I don't feel safe. DOT regulation. That Walmart ain't going to get its shit, and you ain't going to get what you want. It's going to be that simple, ladies and gentlemen. Truck drivers like me are not going to do this shit if we're in fear for our lives and our safety. Because as I pointed out to Tim Pool in his video, one of three things are going to happen. One, like I said, we ain't coming. Two, we might come, or, we might be, get some incentive to come, but a big fucking group gets in front of us, we ain't going to come to a dead stop. We're going to drop the hammer. We're going to plow right on through you. It will happen. I guarantee it. Or number three, we're going to start playing vigilante. We're going to be armed with whatever we can get our fucking hands on, including firearms with very big magazines if we can have it. And the first couple of group protest rioters and looters try to come up and take our truck and drag us out of our truck, you're going to get shot. You're going to have some body bags. Because we're going to go down swinging. Or shooting. So, to all y'all out there, and I want you to be very clear about this. If you want to defund your police stations, this is what you're going to get. Nothing delivered near you. Truck drivers ain't going to come. I'm Jeff. I'm your friendly truck driver with this PSA out for you. Don't defund your fucking police and stop trying to rip off trucks. Otherwise, you ain't going to get your shit. And I'll catch you next time.